Hello, guys. Um, Sorry, this is going to be a bit of a handheld update. I thought I'd do a little bit of an update to keep the momentum up. Um, so this is going to be sort of a hobby update. Um, so I started doing the Squiggoth. I finished magnetizing him and pinning him. Uh, you know, depending if he has transport capacity or not. It's still work in progress. Still need to highlight the beast itself. Still need to finish base coating and washing and stuff to that. And then started doing some heresy because I think I want to change my goals. I've set myself a goal of having a 1,000 point heresy army painted up. I have about 3,000 point or so, but I want a core painted up. And I've toyed around with some lists, so yeah, I've started final assembly on many of the things. Most of the things were assembled. I'm just completing busy work. Also, an update on the orcs. My friend came by last night, and we had a painting session, and he gave me a birthday present, a whole combat patrol of orcs, the new orcs. So finishing the orcs is it's gonna be a little bit tougher, but I have a year, and orcs are pretty quick to paint. Yeah. So what I've been doing today is I've been. So I should actually what's it called? Lost for words. I should preface this with words. So I want to do my Marines proper. My 40k Marines, I had this idea that I wanted to do them super awesome. Every guy's a champion of humanity. Every guy is a hero in his own right. Blah blah blah. And I quickly fell apart because I just ended up mass producing them at one point because I had such a huge pile of shame back in the day. But I've decided with my heresy, I want to do my fists proper. I wanna do it right. So they're gonna be full WYSIWYG, which means like every single guy, if he has a pistol, so he has frag and crack grenade. So there's his crack grenade, or frag grenade. Somewhere on him will be, yeah, under the shield. There's a crack grenade. He has some pouches for spare ammunition. There's a holster for his pistol. Like everyone will have that. Let's pick up heavy support. So here's so there's a frag and crack grenade. There's some spare pouches for magazines for the bolt pistol which he has on him. Like everyone will have everything that they have on their sheet. I want every model to be the way that they're supposed to be. I don't want to have any regrets here. Yeah. So I'm sitting here doing that. There's a whole bunch of pouches and grenades, and I'm sort of, yeah, right now because some of them I did prime, and I need to prime the bits that I'm preparing, and then those bits need to be glued on, and yeah, it's gonna be fun priming those. Um, but it's going. Yeah. So also for the list, I wanted a dreadnought, and for the longest time, I haven't magnetized them. They've just been sitting there with weapons in a pile, a small pile, but a pile. So I decided to do a bit of work on the dreadnoughts as a side project to giving all the details on all the Marines. So this guy I had done, but I hadn't magnetized. So the real project today was magnetizing this guy and reposing him because this is the Betrayal at Calth dreadnought. the super super duper rigid one. So basically, it's actually really simple. If you have a Betrayal at Calth Dreadnought, um, I took the scalpel, just plain old, actually a very dull army painter exacto knife. I guess you guys call it a scalpel, but whatever. Yeah, I just took that and I hacked my way through it. Just a bit of pressure and different points. I did that with. So actually, it comes like this. Let me just. Sorry about the handheld camera. Comes like that, and I basically just chopped it right there. It's a nice, tight, fine line, and I threw in a magnet. So yeah, now the arms are posable, and I can swap them between dreadnoughts, and they can have the resin bits. Drilled a hole for cyclone missile launcher I ordered. Yeah, I did the same with the leg joints. Snipped off both the legs there, and also the torso, and just repositioned everything a little bit. Have some rocks to support it because they don't have treads underneath. There's a bit of file marks. Oh, that almost counts as treads. You can just about see it on the Forgewood ones. They do have it. So yeah, definitely made him way more interesting. And from the 40k drop pod kit, there's these bits where you can put them on the side of the drop pod. I had a bunch of those spare, so I threw those on to give it a bit more flair. Yeah. Some annoying mold lines that I can't actually get rid of, so I'll have to liquid green stuff all of that. Oh well. And while I was at it, I decided to magnetize this. Please don't comment on the paint job because he's heavily work in progress. He will be much nicer. Anyway, yeah. So I originally have him with a claw and I don't actually remember the name of it. The quad autocannon thingy, storm array, something like that. But I wanted to be able to go full melee or full shooting. And then I also had the heavy flamers magnetized, so I put on the Volkites as well. Yeah, so that's a bit of a hobby update. So long story short, I'm working on Heresy. I'm gonna probably add that to my at least 1,000 points. I'm gonna add that to my painting goals for the year. This guy, I think I'm actually gonna play some video games tonight with some friends. But if it wasn't for that, I could almost finish that. Yeah, the it's gonna be good. Actually, let me walk over to the cabinet real quick. So, for the 1,000 points, there's Dorn and Pollux and Sigismund and whatnot. Not gonna use those. I challenged my mate to do the same with 1,000 points. So, this is gonna be my Praetor, or yeah, actually Praetor. I can do that in 1,000 points. And he paint job not finished. Please don't worry about that. So this is Captain Tyre, 7th Company Captain. If you read The Crimson Fist, he's the guy that takes on Perturabo. He's described. He'll definitely not be competitive because he has a Power Maul and a Combi Bolter, Storm Bolter, whatever. Combi Bolter, Bolter. In the lore, it's described for his character, so I modeled him with that. Like I said, not gonna be competitive, but it's gonna be thematic. And also a bit of an update on my orcs. Except for the old asshack, the slaughterer, I've actually managed to complete all of the stuff that's in here. And I have another 15 orcs that are just awaiting bases. But all of this is done. And all of this stuff up here is the work in progress stuff, along with some war machines. Yeah. So it's gonna be good. There's 23 Arab boys. It's gonna be a unit of 20 hand weapon and shield orcs. It's gonna be a unit of, I believe I did 25 spear and shield orcs, but I have, so I can make a unit of, I think, 35. 20 night goblins, an orc shaman, a black orc war boss. I know this is Grimbar Ironhide, but I only have him for a war boss on foot. So I want to use him as a black orc war boss until we up the points. So a unit of 4 trolls, mixed stone and river trolls. So I got these before the generic troll was introduced, back when there was only 2 kinds of trolls. But then the codex came out, and there wasn't any models for generic trolls yet, so I decided to paint them brown, which they ended up being to be generic trolls. Now there are generic trolls, or there were, but yeah, they'll be brown. And then there's a big blob of dual hand weapon boys in there, and I got almost another 20 of those in my drawer. I don't know if I want to show this, but yeah. There's a bunch of work in progress orcs from my fantasy. Yep. And a new combat patrol. Oof. Looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's a bit of a hobby update. I'm gonna do these sort of regularly, I hope, I think. I'll keep you guys updated on my projects. Take care. Bye.